Hi, it's Heather Lynn from H. Lynn Designs. So the last we were working on this granny square and we changed to this yellow. But I'm changing my mind. I'm going to take it out. I'm going to change to black. So the good thing and also the bad thing is you can just pull this out and simply this yarn is just crocheting is just a twist of the knot of the yarn, so basically it'll all unravel. So you always have to be careful. So when I'm done, what I usually do is just usually kind of give myself a nice big loop to leave it so it doesn't pull out accidentally. But since I'm pulling it out, I'm just going to pull the yarn back all the way back to my burgundy. Okay, so here I just have to undo the knot. Which can sometimes be tricky, and what I can do is if I snip off the color that I don't want anymore, I can usually finagle that color out a lot easier. I'm gonna try cutting it from the other side too. I'm only doing this because I don't have a lot of burgundy to work with, so therefore I'm trying to save. There we go. And just like that, I was able to undo it. Save the end that I can tie it back in there. So I'm going to take my needle, get that little hook, little loop back on the hook, and then I'm going to put it on black because I thought it would be a great idea to do these small little squares. They're great that you can use, like I said, the little Dollar Tree yarn or any pieces that you might have lying around. And we're going to work to create some of the squares like the old-fashioned grannies. So we would have the regular 3 rows and then surrounded by black. So another one. Here's a blue one. Right. This out of the way. There's another one I have. And I already had a burgundy one going, so I would have all of them together. So we can work on several different of the granny squares and have them just keep building all the small ones, and then we can end up stitching them all together and build a nice little quilt of the old-fashioned granny square. You can do this with any colors. I just thought it might have been fun to start with this one. So I'll put this to the side. And then let's put you back on the stand. So as we go here, TV here, excuse me. As we go here, I'm gonna make sure to tuck those little ends down there. I'm gonna make sure to stick the needle through the top of that chain 3, yarn over and pull it through the hole, and then pull it through that first one. So that chain, that loop that was there to make a little slip knot, because then that just secures those two together. And we're going to chain 3 up to build our next row. So, chain 1, chain 2, and chain 3, which is just yarn over. Then I'm going to start with my 2 double crochets. Looks like I have a little black piece kind of stuck right there. I'm going to yarn over, go through the little hole in between the 2, yarn over and pull it through. I have 3 on the hook. Yarn over, pull it through 2. Yarn over and pull through 2. Great. One more, yarn over, go through the hole, yarn over and pull it back up. I have 3 on the hook, yarn over, and again, I always like to turn my needle down, pull through 2, yarn over, and pull through 2. You turn your needle down because that helps you just keep it on the hook, and then it also won't grab the yarns that are on the hook. So it keeps that first yarn here. As you go down, it's able to then clear those other ones coming off. All right, so we're going to move over and we're going to do 3 double crochets in here. Again, in the first stitch, when we do the 3 chains up, that's our building stitch, and it's the one that's considered our first double crochet of this set of 3. Then we did 2 double crochets, and then all the rest are double crochets around. So, let me get my container, my finger. Yarn over, go through, over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, 2, pull through 2. Okay, and I won't torture you to watch me around the whole thing, but I will continue that and be right back. Okay, so I went around the entire thing, and I am almost at the last one. So what I wanted to do, because, excuse me, what we need to do now is put the last set of 3 double crochets in here for the corner. I have my ends, so I like to make sure they're kind of pulled up here so that I can hold them, and then as I start double crocheting into this hole, I'm going to start hiding these ends, and then I can trim off the ends, and they're already kind of woven in. So as I kind of have them tucked up there, I'm going to yarn over, yarn over, go through the hole, yarn over and pull back through, right, yarn over and pull through 2, yarn over and pull through 2, and then you'll notice kind of that they're starting to be under that, and as I add in the other ones, it'll start stretching over the ends. So yarn over through the hole, yarn over, pull through 2, pull through 2, and then one more, yarn over in the hole, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. Do a single chain. Because I'm at my corner, I need to make sure I have a good space between these 2. Then, because I am finishing this off, I will go ahead and go in the top of this 3rd chain here and do the slip stitch to pull this through. Pull that through. Whoops, lost it. Get it back on there, pull it through, and I will cut my thread, yarn, and pull it out. Okay, so then I always pull it. Some people do things called blocking, where you would you could have a piece of wood with some nails on it to be the perfect distance that you would be able to put your item right on to this and stretch it so that it would sit there and stay on there and stretch it to the right size, hence block out your piece. And then because it kind of stretches it, they'll all end up being that same size. So if you had like some nice longer nails, and small piece of wood, depending on how big you're making these, you can do that. And then that way your pieces you can just keep building them on. We'll just put the next one on top of each other, and then they'll stretch out to be all ready for you. I tend to find that I just keep kind of like pulling and tugging at them and just straightening them out, and they usually flatten out pretty well for me. I don't usually have a problem with them. As you can see, again, I've said before, I tend to be a loose crocheter because I'm left-handed, but was taught right-handed. I don't have the super tight grip, but I think it's nice. It provides a nice bit of air, but yet this thickness of the yarn crocheted gives you nice warmth on it. So I would suggest when you have like small bits of yarn, if you have like little bits like this, another yellow, other things are on here, but another small ball of yarn. That's what I just started doing. When I had little pieces left that I could not get further, I would just say, okay, let me see, will this make enough to do the 3 rows? And then if it did, I would just finish it off, throw my 3 rows to the side, and then just add on the black to that. You know what? I'll do that in the next video, just showing you how to start that on. All right, have a good night.